EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 30. Line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, when we talked about the NFL moving into the relocation game, most people assumed it would be London, maybe Mexico City. Now, this capital city was one of the dark horse candidates, but folks here have shown already that they are football mad. Trust us, you should have seen the scene walking in, and I think this entire country is already getting behind this football team. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
11, mighty.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bisons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the gun, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on third down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
11 MT. Here we go. 11. Stop.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In motion left.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. Races past midfield. At the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Bisons go up 6-0 here in the first. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. They're going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Pass is caught at the 9. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Bisons parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fields on 3rd. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
It's a 23-yard pickup on the play, and it sets up first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Back to the well again. Has some space inside the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Going power with the big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bisons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bisons push the lead to 20. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Warren's got it, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Off play action, it's Fields. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Bisons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bisons continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And he crosses midfield before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Fields on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here we go.
Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's an early runaway. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Warren, and he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Get set. 11, Thomas.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
12, 12, 12.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going to be touchdown as that return comes to an end. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now a give to Warren, coming right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Fields. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying an inside give to Warren. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. After the run, though, we see he's in some visible pain out there. No doubt from that big hit he took. Trainers have to look at him now. From the 47. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. A sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
To the air, third and long. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down throw for Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. And it's the Steelers, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. Harris goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosive.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, here's Burrow. And that's into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Bisons boat It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bisons push the lead to 20. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields out of the gun. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Fits it through the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now it's Fields. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Another throw for Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Fields to throw. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Oh, he lost the football. And it bounces out of bounds for the touchback, so no harm, no foul. First and 10 now from the 30. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Now Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. It is Kupp, left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running behind center with Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run it with Harris. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Fields on first down. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Fields. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go. Here we go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for A. First contact at the 49-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They bring Dobbs in motion left. Burrow from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He picks up 15 on the play, and that'll give him a first down. Here's the lone back on the... Oh, he lost the football. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Catch is made down the right sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And they'll have first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
11. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Burrow. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fields throwing here. He's trying to push the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bisons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. It's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Gun. Back. 11, Thomas.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
On 1, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
A give now from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
12.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go.
Now a give left side. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Running back sent in motion. From the 19. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Flush down now to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Trying for it with Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
They'll hand it to him again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bisons making a 3-score game in the 4th. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bisons push the lead to 20.
44. Steelers 24.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Fields now on 3rd. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Jack. Oh, the ball is loose again. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the